Good morning, fellow Nigerians. As you already know, I am George Onyibe. I want us to quickly look at the message I titled this morning, Addressing the Mentality of the Opinionated Individuals is the fastest way for Nigerians to recover. When you look at that phrase, opinionated individuals, it implies that these particular people want issues to be addressed from their own perspective, from their own opinion. And believe me, nobody will solve any problem genuinely if we deal with this mentality. Most especially challenges that happened concurrently, challenges that happen regularly, and yet you are not able to find solution. Watch the challenge there. You will discover that everybody wants to be right. Everybody knows it all. And once as a group, as a people, you find yourself in the group of people with such mentality, that problem is going to last for a very long time. Nigerians are busy fighting corruption, which we believe is part of the problem we are facing as a people. But you see, the mentality of these opinionated people is worse than corruption, because corruption cannot survive except there is a fertilizing by the opinionated people. Insecurity will not survive. Terrorism will not survive. There is no challenge a nation can go through that will survive if this mentality of the opinionated people are properly addressed. And now let's take a look at Nigeria so maybe you'll be able to understand it. From that Igbo coup till today, Nigeria has not regained herself. When one challenge pops up, these challenges are influenced by religion, by ethnicity, by politics, and at the end of the day, the people of opinion. Politically, you get the people of opinion. They will give you their own opinion based on what they are going to benefit politically. But they fail to understand that if their political scam does not align with the religious philosopher, the religion opinion will counter the political opinion. And in this political opinion, you still have people whose opinion will be guided by their ethnicity. And under this ethnicity, you will still have people whose opinion is guided, influenced by what they stand to benefit. And this is the complex situation we have found ourselves. Nigerian addressing religious problem, you have the Christians and the Muslims to fight with. Thank God the native doctors, the traditionalists are causing their own problem, but they are not always on the front line. Their own is always on a less scale. But you see, as far as Nigeria is concerned, the Muslims must prove that they are the final. And the Christians must prove that they cannot be relegated to the background. And so our opinion coming from these two religions, most especially, will bring conflict. Because the Imam will tell you how he thinks the problem should be solved according to Allah. And then the Christians will tell you how this problem should be solved according to Jesus Christ. Hold on. When you look at political, the problem are coming from APC. You have PDP. You have opinion movement. They have coalition. All of them want to rule one Nigeria, but they have different opinion. Look at the problem. When PDP was in power, APC was busy castigating them, criticizing them, condemning everything they are doing. You can see P2B. He doesn't see anything good in Nigeria. He must give his own opinion regarding every issue, whether it's right or wrong. And now APC is in power. PDP now are looking for how to paint APC in bad image so that people will become wary. Of course, none of them is ready to solve this problem. And so politically, they protect their interests, their opinion matter. And then you look at ethnic group. That is when we begin to call out Wazobia. The Yoruba opinion must guide the values of the Yoruba people, whether they like it or not. The Igbos must give opinion that favors the Igbo, whether you like it or not. And then the Hausa will give opinion as it favors their ethnic group. On this mindset, if not addressed, believe me, we are just pretending, hypocritically massaging our ego, deceiving ourselves. We are not ready to solve the problem. But I'm not saying that this idea is wrong. But this is a country of multi-ethnic groups, so many ethnic groups coming together. The amazing thing there is that we are not homogeneous. We are both heterogeneous and homogeneous alike. And so many of us. And then our decision, what happened, is influenced by 3 ethnic groups, supposedly referred to as Wazobia. Now, get the truth. Because I know your feeling. Each time we talk about Wazobia, there is resentment coming from Igbo man. There is resentment coming from Yoruba man. There is resentment coming from Hausa man. 3 of you that make up Wazobia. But none of you have been able to solve Nigerian problem. Now, 3 of you are fighting yourself. And this fight you are fighting yourself is crumbling the whole nation. Don't you think it's time you begin to review this, your federal capital, territory, character, or whatever grammar you use for it? And now understand, it is not your hatred that drives me. It is your insincerity in all these activities. And you keep quiet and you promote them. We are one Nigeria. You want to solve problem. Problem that is influenced by opinionated people. Now the Wazobia are fighting themselves. Because when you make a law, the first thing they check is who is going to benefit from it. Will my people benefit from it? Who is going to suffer from it? Who will lose? Will my people lose? And whatever they are going to do after that will be influenced, will be guided by whose opinion favor them politically, religiously, and culturally. And while you are busy fighting corruption, opinion on how to fight corruption is very important. Who are the people who make this opinion? And by the time you are fighting terrorists, who are the opinionated people in this matter? When you say you are fighting kidnapper, whose opinion run counter against the popular opinion? If you solve this problem, Nigerian problem is good and is gone forever. For those of you who may not be able to comprehend the in-depth of my analysis, let me further create a scenario. Let me digress. Maybe you will understand. Queen Elizabeth I of London, Britain, when she was the queen, they say the queen ruled alone. But in her tenure as the Queen Elizabeth I, she did not rule alone. She gathered wise men around herself. And these individuals helped her to shape the idea, to shape the principle, to shape the philosophy that governs the Great Britain today. These very intelligent people guided her on politics, because these are where every country problem starts, from these 3 places. Politics of the day, very dangerous game because of orientation. And so there were people guiding Queen Elizabeth I. This is how we handle the issue of politics. Let us remove the monarch from the politics of the day. So you cannot politicize the monarch. Ultimately, the Queen or the King of England is more powerful than their Prime Minister or whoever may represent them as president, as the case may be in the African context. They gave her advice that will shape an empire, a kingdom that brought the war to their nail. So when it comes to politics, they don't care whether you are in Nigeria, whether you are in Namibia, Zimbabwe, Morovia, whatever country you are. Once you are a citizen and they believe you have something to offer, and there is something you can offer to the greatness of Britain, they will give you position. That is why you have many Nigerian citizens serving in key sensitive positions in other people's country, ranging from Britain to America and the rest of it, because they were people advising them. Madam, Your Highness, this is what you need to do. In politics, anybody who can rule us will be the person that will go. Let's forget about the religion. Let's forget about the ethnicity. Let's forget about who they are. That was the advice they gave to them. That is why somewhere along the history, those of you who are in America, there are a lot of Nigerians that are governors, chancellors in university, renowned ones. They are not putting you there because they are lacking the human capacity or resources. They believe you have something better to offer even than their own people. People advise them like that. But here in Nigeria, by the time they ask you to become a governor of Lagos State, when you are from Enugu State, there will be war. Not to talk of when you take the governor of your state and make them a local government chairman in Ebonyi, and you expect peace. You will see cry. But understand, these things were happening on a low range before now. And I'm not suggesting that you begin to do that, because until we get to the level of maturity, for Nigerian case study, it is suicide. But then, you need to begin to look at political issues. Look at the key players. Find out people's opinion. You go to radio station listening to people's opinion in certain matter. You will see some people will speak convincingly. You will agree with them. And by the time 3-4 persons make their submission, you will be confused. And now this is where it goes to the department of those who have the capacity to think critically. And they map out a line of action. Not as if it's going to be perfect, but they are make arrangements to defend that very project. Peradventure, because anything that has positive have negative. You look at the next area after they have looked at how to address the issue of politics. It is religion. Religion is not the problem of those involved. It is the principle upon which religion is coded for the supposed founding father to keep you under check. And one told you that you can drink, but marry one wife. And another told you that you can marry 100 wives, but don't drink. They created enmity there. Muslims are permitted by their Quran to marry plenty wives, but they should not drink. And then Christians are encouraged to drink, but marry one wife. And somebody say, no, Christians don't drink, Christians don't drink. Are you telling me that? And so in religion, when a Muslim and a Christian sit together, how will you attend to that party? You divide the chair. But these people would not have somebody to advise them. That somewhere along the line, religion is made for man. Man was not made for religion. All of you carry your title and pack your motto. But you will not understand. Not until you make people begin to reason in this direction. You will be listening to rubbish coming. Muslims are... No, take a look at what is going on. But hold on. These advisors advised Queen Elizabeth I. This is how we treat the issue of religion. Today we have more Muslims in London, in Britain, than Christians. Believe me. Even though they gave us Bible. But each time issue of religion rises up, they bring it down. It's applicable to America. But what about Nigeria? Until you realize that man is not meant for religion, and religion is meant for woman. For man. We have not started. So who are the people advising the president of religions matter. Forget about President Ahmed Bola Tinubu now. Who are the people who are responsible in giving advice to Nigerian religious department? Because problem normally come from there. There is no country in the world that will be only one faith. You can suppress them, but they will build an internal network from within. And any day they rise up, that nation is in trouble. So why suppress them? Are you the one who gives them conviction? Having a religion identity is different from giving them something that makes them to want to bow their knee for something greater than them. It is embedded in the DNA of every human being. The desire to serve something that is greater than us. And whoever we choose to serve, it's not your business. Go to India. They can choose to worship cow, worship goat, worship elephant, worship tree, worship monkey, worship bundu, banda, worship anything. Go to India. Nobody's criticizing anybody. Oh, look at you. You are worshiping tree. Oh, you are worshiping snake. You are doing this one. No. Because they understand the truth. They have advisor. But in case of Nigeria, we are coming. And outside these two issues that all of us need to be guided, politics and religion, the next thing is external threats. The history of insecurity in Nigeria, for instance, started by these people are not Nigerian. They are foreigner. There is a large evidence to support that anyway. When Americans said they were coming to interfere in Nigerian issue of insecurity, we don't support it. And I still don't support it tomorrow until they say they are collaborating. They are collaborating is that they have to get to they need to know their limits. They cannot come here and come and be bamboozling us like cow. The one they did before, what did we benefit? They can support us, it's okay. They can guide us, it's okay. Because if they impose their will on us, they are external threats. This is where the army is supposed to come in. This is where the police is supposed to come in. This is where the security outfit is supposed to come in. These wise men around Queen Elizabeth helped Queen Elizabeth, gave her advice on how these parasitators should be set up. And today, no matter how the world has evolved and moved on, despite the fact that the British cannot still colonize any country, it's not possible for them again, but they still hold the world on a particular edge where you are dealing with them. You will know that you need to be ready. Because by the time they are done with you with politics, you will know that you really need to fight the whole world to bring them down to their heels. Many countries are learning from that. Many countries that were colonized has learned from that. But this is Africa, and here is Nigeria. We have allowed the mentality of the opinionated people to mesmerize all of us. Now let us come back home. As we speak today, these are the challenges we are facing in Nigeria. We have first on the list the issue of terrorists. On a daily basis, bandits are telling you how much to pay them, negotiation of terrorists. Who does that? Who does that? There are things government should not be telling us. There are things government should not be telling us, but they bring progressive-minded people together who have nothing to lose or nothing to gain and say the truth. Terrorist is telling you, give us 1,000 naira, give us 20,000 naira, and then you gather to discuss the issue. And then somebody like Gumi will now begin to tell you, because he's a Muslim, that even Miati Allah, the Arawa Consultative Forum leader, was telling you now, the problem why there are terrorists is because they are not enjoying what the other Nigerians are enjoying. It's just they want their own share. By the time all of us begin want our own share, that thing will not say una no. Una no say una no no amo. The religious man will tell you that pay the bandit are this one. Look at their opinion now. Each time you talk about terrorism, let's look at the opinion of Wazobia as a case study. The Hausa people, the Zo people, we tell you, terrorists, it's okay, it's our brother, give them amnesty, negotiate with them. And over time, they have been negotiating with them. And In recent time, when the government seems not to be negotiating with them, this is what you hear from their opinion. After all, when Niger Delta were doing their militant, we moved in and we settled them, we take them to abroad and they went to school and everything is fine. But are you being serious here? What is the difference between Niger Delta militants, as you call them, and Boko Haram terrorists? Why did you not call them terrorists? Were they killing their people? They practically was not after anybody. They were shutting down facility. I know there will be collateral damage. They were fighting for their right to benefit what is coming from their land. Boko Haram is helping foreigners to invade our one Nigeria and steal gold, diamond, and other things in the north. Those things that never come to the table. So why would you even compare them? And all of you will keep quiet. The opinion of one man who don't have sense will run across everywhere. And then, when you ask Igbo man about the opinion of terrorism, that is why most of them will come out and tell you that, look at Nnamdi Kanu useless brother. They are trying to change the narrative. It's no longer Biafra or death. He was being interviewed by Abati. And this was what he was saying. What Nnamdi Kanu wants is small. It is simple. Negotiate with him. Let us sit down on round table. Turn the fire all of us with that round table. People of interest. No, that is Nnamdi Kanu brother. Because they have a police in their family. They know how to meander their way in their southeast. So what is the difference between all of them? I have told you in many of my broadcasts, the reason, the end journey of Biafra agitation was to create a platform for Igbo people to begin to collect amnesty like Niger Delta people. Accept it or not, they are not looking for Biafra. If they are looking for Biafra, you will know. These Igbo Biafra people, all they wanted is that money you are giving to Niger Delta people as a way of compensating them. Just to bring peace. They want to collect their own. Look at their line of thought is always negotiating. Negotiate with who? Negotiate on what? Because by the time you negotiate with them, other ethnic group will bring their own insecurity. But you are trying to save life and property. In the process, you have killed more than you're supposed to save. There are some things, maybe if I say it, your brain will not be able to carry it. But it becomes the reality, the ultimate truth that will hit all of us in the end. To anybody that want to come to Nnamdi Kanu, negotiate with him. Ask Nnamdi Kanu, what is the content of his negotiation? What, according to his brother, we want seaport in Port Harcourt. Are you a Port Harcourt man? Does Port Harcourt belong to Igbo people? Let us assume some Ikwere people are crossbreed. They are Igbo, they agree, they are Igbo. What about Kalabare? What of Okereka? What of Ogoni? If you too love Port Harcourt people, when Adakaboro said he was going to break out of Nigeria, why did you people sentence him to death? Today, Nnamdi Kanu is the savior of the River State. But they are trying to look for who to drag into their mess. And then they should open Akwa Ibom Seaport. Are you the one now speaking for Igbo Akwa Ibom people? Is the Senate president not there? You think we don't know Senate president deal since he becomes Senate president? But that is not our concern. It will always be there until the leadership gets an avenue that is non-partisan, not part of this rubbish. There are many of them. Put them in a place. Isolate them from the rest of the people. They can see clearly and face the facts as it is. They can stand 1 month deliberating on one issue. Not that one we sit on the National Assembly and say, nay, may, hey, may. So we have a Senate president from Akwa Ibom. Now the Kanu is the one coming to fight for Akwa Ibom people. And then he moved on to say, give us seaport, give us seaport. And some of you will sit back and be listening to the garbage. They promise him oil well. Which oil well? They promise him 5 states. They promise him heaven and earth. These are your opinion. Why won't he tell the judge, you don't know law? If he can tell a president, you are dead, you are a pedophile, and nothing happened, who is the judge now? It's just that he did not pray to see the kind of Omotosho. And he thank God I'm not the judge there. It's a shame. And so fighting terrorism, Tinubu cannot fight terrorism. Because for Tinubu to fight terrorism, all of you blaming him. Yoruba don't have terrorism. This is not to hyper them. As of today, Yoruba don't have terrorist group. They wanted to do their own because everybody must benefit. It is the stipends you give to Niger Delta. That is your problem. Oh. All of you must collect. Come to look at the Niger Delta. All of you are collecting. Imo State is Niger Delta. Ondo State is Niger Delta. Are they not the ones sharing the money? What is the benefit of the South people who agitated for this? Opinionated people. They are worse than any disease that plagues a nation. And so today, addressing the issue of insecurity, there are people's opinion that say, you can't kill them, you don't touch them, they are our people. And there are people to say, kill them, you must kill them because they are feeling the pain. And then there are people that say, no, settle them, we can make peace. Make peace with who? Make peace with who? But these are different opinions. Then, based on superior argument, they will say they are killing people now. Go and read the Declaration of American Independence. It is written therein that the tree of liberty will be watered by the blood of the guilt of the innocent. That tree of freedom, on the Declaration of Independence of America, they made it clear that every American should have it at the back of their mind. That time in, time out, the tree of liberty will be refreshed by the blood of the guilty people and the innocent people. This is not something ritual. They are telling them that to maintain this freedom, this liberty, bad people and innocent people will constantly die. Let's address that issue. If criminals who call themselves terrorists, Boko Haram, are hiding in a bush, you tell the military, enter this place, anything you see there, they must not come out alive. There will be collateral damage. The information may not penetrate. And if they move in there and they make sure they are after those terrorists and nobody comes out alive, you will see, when you carry out forensic investigation, you will see the collateral damage. And maybe you were able to stop 100 Boko Haram and then 20 citizens died there. People will now begin to tell you, oh, how can you kill 20 citizens because you want to kill Boko Haram? Oh, how can you do this one? But they do the same thing in our region. But while you are singing that praise, within that same month, those terrorists you are crying for, who are 100, they will kill 1,000 people. So the life of those 10 who would have died to put an end to Boko Haram, would it not have saved the life of 90 more people or 190 more people? Because everybody's opinion is there. Now you know and pass. They are asking you to do how it favored them. They are protecting their interest. It's always run around Wazobia. But if they extend this tentacle to those who are dying, mark my word, the people they are killing are not even because they are Christian. The people they are killing are not even because they are Muslim. It is neither about Hausa or you are not Hausa or Fulani. They know what they are looking for. Their land. Some are on genocide mission, ethnic cleansing. Some are on cultural genocide. So which person's opinion? Who are the people advising the president on how to handle this matter? A time came in the history of the Bible where the people said, it is better let one man die than for the whole nation to perish. Go and study the kingdom of heaven closely. You will understand why Jerusalem ultimately failed. And the queen told the young man, he said, one day you will wish you have committed a little sin to save many people. I know it's deep for you to understand. As we speak today, Nigerians are facing the problem of IPOB. IPOB is a problem. Why? Because they are not doing only Biafra agitation. They are doing Igbo unification. They are doing obedient movement that wanted to metamorphose into coalition. Now look at what they are doing. Agitation is a form of For Biafra is a form of external attack. And then you look at Igbo unification, it is a form of religion attack. And then look at the obedient movement into coalition, whether you know it or not, it's a form of political attack. These are the areas you need advice. When we come here, we tell you, well, we are not Igbo, we cannot be Igbo, we refuse to be Igbo, because we cannot be part of this mess. They deceived Chukwuma and Zogo. He was jumping Igbo, they had Igbo. Where is Igbo? Where is Achuse? Let them come and lead us now. Because they will be betrayed in the end. But these particular Igbos that are doing this thing, they will not let you know the truth. When we sit back and see how many people were unalive by Nnamdi Kanu and his followers with clear evidence, and we see people coming to talk rubbish. One of them was in my inbox yesterday. He said, when I listen to your broadcast these days, I don't know what happened. He came in as a good person. What really happened? I remember in those days in Radio Biafra, you this, you were that, you were this. I was listening to him. At the end of the day, he moved on to say, if you tell me that Nnamdi Kanu is a bad person, I will never believe. I say, Siana, them. Nnamdi Kanu is saying, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another savior, holy, holy, Yoshi. And so everybody that work with Nnamdi Kanu, they are all sinner. Only Nnamdi Kanu is angel. Opinionated people. How can you solve that problem? Go and look at Alessoti. He went to visit him. Believe me, Alessoti did not go there on his terms. All these people, all these Otimpu Igbo people would have gone to them. One night, you need to show him solidarity support. Biko no, it will not cost you anything. And one night, Biko, kaije fugodo ya kandi amana anyuano yazo. And let's just go there. Let Nigeria know we are with him. And so what? You are with him, you are against him. And so what? And so their opinion as far as Nnamdi Kanu is concerned is that Nigeria should give him amnesty. Make una give him amnesty. Make we know whether does no sabi get amnesty. And then Nigeria should prepare because many terrorists will be born in the nearest future. You can't stop it. Those who were incorporating terrorists into army, doing all those rubbish, to them, they were fighting for their own ethnic group. What about now? It has been weaponized. Your good for criminal have now been weaponized. It is metamorphosing, and many people will die. Because of Biafra, how many Igbo people don't die? And Igbo people continue to die. Because of Biafra, they are not looking for. And they tell you, the life of this one man is very good to us. No. Because those people who died, their life is useless. Opinionated people. Address their mentality. This is why I love Justice Omotosho. Because if he was listening to opinion, he will run. But Ayanko could not deliver. Because he was listening to opinion. And I know if that Omotosho is not a progressive-minded person, death sentence, and all of them are going to run on our mouth. And so to you, Nnamdi Kanu is a saint. He's fighting for Igbo. Which of the Igbo now? Make we know how to address him. Because more Igbo have died in his hand. Character assassinated in his hand. Blackmail in his hand. And he's fighting for you. Fiakwa, you are evil. People like Obidio Bienu call him to order. Oh, he's a saboteur. Uchoka from Efo call him to order. Oh, he's a saboteur. Dr. Uchonwokenkwa call him. Oh, he's a saboteur. Chukwemeka Clifford Iruanya. Oh, he's a saboteur. All these people I'm telling you are ranging from barristers to doctors, intellectual capacities. Forget about any truth they know. And they decide to turn a blind eye to that truth. Let them just keep quiet. If they talk, I will drag all of them out. So it's not about who is your friend, but I cannot call a good man a bad man. The same thing that made them keep quiet now. Go and look at all of them. Since the sentence of Nnamdi Kanu, nobody is talking. They are afraid of fellow Igbo. Before Igbo say, before Igbo start, none of them has said a word. But in their mind, they know the best thing has happened. And you are Igbo. You hate Igbo. You be idiot. So they have gone back to meet Alasoti. Oh, hyper, yeah, Alasoti is a good man. We love him because he went to visit Nnamdi Kanu. He have robbed the goodness on Nnamdi Kanu. Ndoshi. The life he destroyed, they are waiting for him. But we know how they function. Was I not the African rep? African rep to go to dead zone. Now they are the African rep. I've almost forgotten. I was listening to my brother Ijeli broadcast when he reminded me about when they were going to America. When they were trying to project this, their useless amnesty. Alain Onyema took them to America. The request was, bring the highest officers of IPOB, let them come. We need to have a conversation. Nigerian youth together. That time I was not African rep. It was Nnamdi Kanu brother that is African rep. That is why I'm waiting all of you. All those your plan, all of you will go down and I will still be standing. I promise you. Because some of you come in my bar, are you not IPOB member? Yes, I don't deny it, but I've disassociated with it. I will show you when I am African rep and when I am not African rep. Once there is money, you see them. Now the Kanu brother enter plane, go abroad. Was it not a privilege for me to go to America since I've never entered plane in my life? I've never left my village since I was born. Was that not a good privilege for me to go to America? Yoshi. And so after all these things, you that is dumb, ignorant, and naive, you think you can influence our opinion. And then this is where we have constant problem. Ultimately, look at the external challenge we are facing. Nigeria being designated by America as a country of particular concern. It's an external threat, whether you know it or not. But come and look at how Nigerians address it. Let's take P2B because he knows how to talk. He said to me, if my family is hungry and somebody say we give us food, I will not say I'm not hungry. I will say I'm hungry so that they give us food. This is why when you engage these Igbo Biafra people, let me tell you how they function. When you tell them the truth, instead of focusing on the truth, they begin to push you, play you like a draft and a chess. And the moment you let them get you off guard, or the moment you hit them with the truth, the next thing you hear, idiot, useless boy, mumu, hungry go kill you, uncompleted building, dirty boy, and all those rubbish. They don't argue, they don't reason. They only just open their mouth, waiting now, no. Why on a social media warrior now, inside uncompleted building, code on the catch on. No, where is so? Just hold on. I am coming. A time is coming and very soon. When we are on life like this, I will bring all on the Kanu people that are Igbo people. They will give you the story you are not hearing. They say, hey, you are part of IPOB. But who is the African rep now? Who did Alain Onyema send? That time when I go bring out a more powerful. Yoshi. You that is living in Yoruba land, living in my village, living in Asaba, living in outer land. And the comfort, serene environment will produce for you. You are the one writing rubbish on Facebook. Oh, yeah, come home now. That is why, all this while you are shouting, Ndibo, not abandon, no, my people come back home. And I see them, they are sound now, because they know, say, your lips, you may paint it with honey, but your heart is full with poison. And now look at the issue. When they are supposed to call a spade, analyze the truth about external threats. Donald Trump's statement is a threat against Nigerian sovereignty. It doesn't have that right. Are we fighting war? But what he would have done is, these people, this issue is coming over and over and over. And then how can I blame Donald Trump when Tinubu don't even have ambassador until now? Because normally, if he has ambassador of America as at that time, we will put it on the ambassador. Because the ambassador is supposed to go there and talk these things out. And then without the influence of opinionated people, people who think how they want it is how it's going to be, all this rubbish will not be happening. But for you to come and justify that if they want to come to help us, let them help us. Why did they not help us to have electricity? You think if we have electricity in Nigeria, 99.9% of all these people who are scalawa will not be useful? If I open this curtain now, you will see us at the sweat. All these job men that don't have work, you think they will not be useful to themselves? Some of them are welder, some of them are carpenter, some of them are mechanic. They need light to do their job. Why don't they help us if they want to help us? I repeat again, the only country American colonized is Liberia. Liberia is one of the poorest countries in Africa. They have not helped Liberia. They're coming to help me. Opinionated people. By the time you draw thoughts across board, you will see the truth. But now we are almost all blinded. You want to protect your religion platform first, and then your ethnic group platform, and then your political affiliation, before you consider alternative means. And tomorrow we say it's terrorism. Tomorrow we say it's corruption. Tomorrow we talk about nepotism. We talk about disenfranchisement. We talk about emasculation and all that big grammar they use to confuse us. But the point is that at the end, decisions are influenced by opinionated people. Address that mentality. Nigeria is good to go. To bring this broadcast to an end before I go to my comment section, it is simple. When we have a problem, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, we beg you in the name of God, assign somebody. You don't need to announce it. You have, what did you call it, publicity secretary. You have spokesperson for the government house. Assign somebody. Just call one person. Your newspaper money in 1 month can even pay that person bill for your 8 years. So it's not a big deal. Assign somebody and say, see, find out ethnic groups in Nigeria. Create contact. Know their opinion. How do we address this issue of insecurity? You will see that the opinion of those who are victims can never be the same opinion with those who are benefiting from it. There was a time around Ugume when kidnappers, Fulani herdsmen kidnappers, kidnapped a young man. About 13 of them, as I was told. They shot hell out of this man. The bullet did not penetrate. After several shooting, the boy was just shouting, Kweke, Kweke. They were shooting him across his hand because he had Odieshi. After a while, they went to bring cow and tie the guy to cow for cow to tear the guy. The cow cannot tear the guy. And when they see they cannot do anything, after hours of trying to kill this guy, they cannot. They just left him and ran away. Now, that person whose life and death was before him, what is his opinion for terrorists? He will listen to Gumi? No, he will listen to what Gumi is saying, or other idiots who are telling them, let's recognize and let's go. You people are not ready. But the point is that you see you will hold us for granted, you know go stand up. There is adage in my place. He say you will hold person for granted, you know go stand up. You see all these things you are doing, it will lead to a revolution that is controlled by nobody. One day, this Nigeria, you think that they are patient, they endure. One day, they will run out of patience too. You are pushed every Nigerian to the war, irrespective of where they belong to. One day, it will boomerang. It is the law of physics. All these things all of you are doing, to you, you are untouchable. When it will happen, but why do we wait for it to get there? The reason you are able to talk and manage it is because it is the beneficiaries that are giving opinion. The beneficiaries. And once the beneficiaries' interest is removed, you will see that thing. And the world, who is interested in recolonizing Nigeria, they are monitoring us. They are looking for loophole to enter. Now they know that Muslims are killing Christians will not solve it. Now they are trying to change their mouth. Maybe very soon one Igbo Biafra will lobby them, that they are marginalizing them, that they want to go. And that time they will push it. That is why when you will know why they are telling you, you are Igbo, you are Igbo. They come on my platform and tell me, have you heard about Ikwiri? When you want to talk about people in Delta State, you say you have Isuku, you have Urubu, you have Ijo, you have Eka Igbo. You say, why is it that it's only Eka people, they add Igbo? Ultimately, Eka is Igbo. It looks convincing, it makes sense. These people are terrorists. This is a name you give to us. Is Ikwere people their name? Is it not Igbo people that call them Ikwere? Ndi Ikwere Ikwere. You were mocking them with that name. You were the one trying to assimilate our fathers before us. You attack Igbo there. The same thing they were calling Bini. When we say we are from Bender, they will say Bender Yoruba or Bender Igbo. That plan to divide us, you people should abort that ship because it's not going to sell. It didn't sell before. It will not sell now. Do it by force. You will understand the chemical reaction in quantum physics. Some chemical, if you bring them together, is going to cause problem. All this will give us Anyoma in the southeast. If you get it, you will understand. You will not like. We are not compatible. Give us Anyoma in the south, not Anyoma in the southeast. And then I asked them simple question. Go to that very question now. None of them have answered me. Idiot, useless man. Hey, you come from Fulani now. Oh, you are useless. Yes, you are not Igbo. Who is begging you? I ask you a simple question. The same way you ask us. All of you are terrorists. But who will judge it? Or the average Igbo person supposed to tell these people? Allow these people to be now. Are we the one that made you the richest tribe? Are we the one that made you the most intelligent tribe? Allow us to be now. We the poor, lazy people inside. Allow us to be now. Obi of Fabo say, oh, we are not Igbo. Hey, God punish you. Useless man. Janja weed, Fulani slave. Asaba of Asaba tell you the same thing. First time they repeated that. Oh, he's a useless man. He's idiot. The whole Igbo people I know, only one of them said the truth. He said, it is dishonest to be fighting for Anyoma state from the southeast. A Tete state is our best shot. Go and look at their hero, Kenneth Okonkwo. Now they are insulting, idiot, useless man, opinionated people. It must be on their term. If it is not on their term, they will scatter everything. And their last agenda of these Igbo Biafra people is, if they cannot be president of Nigeria, they will continue to frustrate Nigeria. Everybody will know the truth. We shall see how long you will play this game. For those of you who are Igbo and allowing Igbo Biafra to mesmerize you, the earlier you come out your body, the better for you. We see some of you online who are beginning to speak up outside the Blessed Dome, and then people like Ijele, and then this man that has white beards. There are many people coming up now saying the truth as it is. We know the Yahoo. We know those who are saying it to gain followers. We know your body language. We read your thoughts even before you make a word. Be sincere. Be truthful. There are so many ethnic groups in the southeast that are not Igbo. Why are people not helping them? Every day you are shouting, oh, Igbo of the southeast, Igbo of the southeast. What of Akwa Ibom of the southeast? What of Idoma of the southeast? What of Oegala of the southeast? Njoshi. Why not you hyper them? Display cultural heritage of the ethnic groups in the southeast. For where is Igbo? So to Abreba people who are not Igbo can't even talk. After Aguneli and Muneli, the rest community people are Igala. None of them can work in government house. The people who are there with you, who you are supposed to romance with, despite the fact that most of you are descendants of Igala people. You want to Igala is your son. If I say thunder, fire, and I no go get sense. Agbo is your son. Who are you to born Agbo? You don't consider it as an insult. What bimbo? But then they have to judge my comment by my opinion without considering my grievance. And there are many more people who reason like me across board. Come and get us. We don't have power to change anything, but we know where we are waiting for you. You want more state. Tinubu want to give you more state. Divide Imo State into two now. Be contented with what you have now. Greediness will not allow you. They are on social media pushing it. It's the same Biafra agitator. So, if you understand, those of you in leadership, my ultimate advice to those of you in politics, ranging from our president to governors, local government chairman, some of you, the community, you are the local government chairman. It's not only your tribe that are there. You go to like Orionwo, there are many tribes in Orionwo. If you want Orionwo, for instance, to prosper, hear from them. If you hear of Eka people, you hear of Uto people, you hear of Owa people, you hear of Abo people, all of them under the umbrella of Eka people. You cannot do something without consultation. You talk to Tulubu people, you have to talk to Munedi people, Emuhu people, Ekmo people, Alagwa people, Iwuru people. You have to talk to all of them because they have different way of approaching matters. Even when we do our New Year festival, in most cases, we don't allow it to come together. This one we may choose first, the other one we choose second. We make allowance for each other's fault. We respect each other's position. And somewhere along the line, you cannot divide our people. And Nyoma people have this structure on ground that makes us, up to today, they have not succeeded in making us fight ourselves. And I know they are working very hard towards that. And that is why I call on you people and Nyoma people. Don't give them the privilege for you to come out. You say, we are Nyocha people. We don't like Ndokwa. Or Ndokwa say, we hate Eka people. Or Eka say, Oshimiri people are this one. Don't let them take you there. You got to Benin people. It's amazing when I sit back, I see them telling you, oh, Isha is this one, oh, Benin no do this one, oh, Isha, you think you are doing saga. I know come here, can't do saga. I know they do saga. And they give you the truth. If they have succeeded in doing that, by now they will penetrate us. You can't forget divide and rule. They cry for divide and rule, and that is what they are doing. They pick people who don't have future to be say, we are Igbo, look at me, I'm a one Ikere, I am Igbo, Ikere Mamano, Ikere Ambabam Doshi. They look for people pushing drug, taking drug, colus. You are on the Agbo, I want the Agbo, I want the Quandibo, Omanosonali and Igbo, I'm going to come. Be objective. This is survival. No one man can decide for us. I'm not deciding for Abo people. I'm only making them to see what they are not taking notice of. I don't speak for Anyoma people, but certainly I'm a stakeholder. And when we see something that is wrong, we will say it. Our people say when a child is crying and pointing hand to one direction, pay attention. We are pointing hand to that direction for them. Because when they come, you will not enjoy it. Where is Biafra now? Now the Kanona is fighting for Akwa Ibom people, he's fighting for Ikwere people, he's fighting for River Niger, Nyushi. Beware of the opinionated people. Address their mentality. Find out what other people are going through. Find out how they feel. I have a very strong argument with somebody on Saturday. He was supposed to be my supervisor. And each time I lay complaint to him, this is what is going on. He buzzes me around. I don't talk to him, I'll be looking at him. Until that Saturday, I laid complaint on different quarters. Even as I'm leaving here, I'm still going to complain about the issue. And then all of a sudden, the next thing I had was, I was trying to complain the same thing. He shut me down. He said, no. I've reported, I called the phone. I kept him quiet because I'm nowhere I'm waiting for him. And then when I was leaving the company premises, he saw me say, young man, because there were Mopo there were police there. You know, we are booking now, we will no get sense. Allow him to come out. I put him for him body. The Mopo and the security thought they will bully me. They are the one that say, calm down, gentleman, young man, gentleman, calm down, report to the appropriate authority. I said, that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm starting with him. When we won't talk the matter, I know we won't talk again. He said, no, you have to report. I said, no, now you go report to me. and you go tell me the one where I go talk, make I drag all of una out. And so, opinionated people, they are worse than every challenge we are facing. Governors, find out how the other ethnic groups inside of you are behaving, how they are reacting. Because all of una go collect, this is our one Nigeria, and we no go let una destroy am. And for these people who will reason and become a voice to the nation, our own no be to come online. They curse them. Tinubu is bad. Tinubu is a failure. Tinubu is this one. Tinubu is not Angelo. And believe me, we will not call out Tinubu. If Tinubu like, let him kill all of us. Let him buy Nigeria. Let him take Nigeria. We will not call him out. Do you know why? We have been doing this thing all our life. Shagari is corrupt. Shagari. You people go and look at Shagari now. How is he corrupt? No, how is he corrupt now? Alex Ekweme is a thief. Alex Ekweme is a thief. He and Buhari. And me and Shagari, Igboza. From one military dictatorship to another military dictatorship to another, we have not praised any of them. And if you ask me, all the politicians we have in Nigeria, only 2 of them I will give award. Unfortunately, both of them are not alive. Only 2 of them, or should I say 3 of them? Just 3 of them, I can come out and say they merit this medal. One of them is Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. The second of them is Ambrose Ali, one-time governor of Bendel State. And the third of it, let me give it to Sam Mbakwe, because towards the end of his life, this Igbo Biafra mentality almost corrupt him. I will not add Obafemi Awolowo, not because he did not have things to do, but because somewhere along the line, the politics rubbed on him. And then we have progressive-minded people who say the truth. You can hate them, but most of them lower their guard because they are more now influenced by ethnicity than the national interest. Let me go to the comment section, receive my insult, and move on. I see Joy here. He say, good morning, happy new month. Joy, thank you so much. The same to you. And I see my brother, Ancestry. He say, good morning to you, Honorable Onyibe. I thank all of you. And of course, there is some hinge on the broadcast, so I'm not seeing any view. I'm not seeing just these 2 comments. But I know they will come later and drop their insult. But take the message. Leave the uncompleted building alone. Leave me alone. I tell you the truth, and I lie not. Have a nice day.